be televised. You within range of your greatness, graciously be advised. We tapped into inspiration, generational kind, and moving mountains for the gems they could never find. We take the dive a little deeper every single time. We let the art in every single thing they go behind. In every scene to bring the greatness out. Whatever it is, please just make it count. Then tell the story to the world when you make it out. You are now within range. You are now within range. You are now within range. That's all I know.
That's all I know.
You are now within range.
That's all I know.
You are now within range.
That's all.
You are now within range. You are now within range.
All right, boys, welcome back to another episode of the Within Range podcast. Damwon, Snoop Beastwood, the Ear God. Special episode today. This man is no stranger to the pod, okay? From episode 16 to episode what, Drew? Are we 61, 62?
I think we're roughly 61, 62, give or take a few.
So we're going from literally no video podcast when we were just doing straight audio to now. So this man deserves his flowers. He's been grinding. We're going to get into what he's been up to since we last spoke with him. Jared, how you feeling right now?
Dude, I feel great, dude. This is it's a full circle moment for us, dude. It's only right that we get you back on video. Here it is.
Ear God, how you feeling?
Got one of the downest fools.
I don't know, dude. We saw those socks before we got rolling here, dude. Those were basically touching the inside of your knee, dude. I mean, that's
Yeah.
hard to get down or without pantyhose, dude.
I know I had to make him proud.
Well, listen, boys, from Eloy, Arizona, we are here with Eli Bands.
Absolutely. I appreciate y'all, man. Always a pleasure, man. You know, these my brothers. And yeah, man, we here. We lit. Let's get it.
All right, so Eli, it's been almost 2 years at this point since we last linked, or was it right?
No.
That was just a number I threw out there. It might be shorter, longer.
We've been doing it a little bit longer than that, and you were very early on. So I think it was about that.
Crazy. It's crazy. It feels good to be back, man, for real.
Thank you, bro. So I guess since then, one of the biggest things that we noticed you transitioned was you switched states up completely. Mm-hmm. New Mexico.
Yep.
Talk to us about that, you know, and how you ended up in that space.
For sure. So, man, pretty much, like, I was living in this apartment in North Phoenix. I was living up there for, like, a year.
Shout out NoFo.
Shout out North Phoenix for sure. Like,
sure.
It's active up here. I was living up there, and throughout that time of living up there, like, for that year, that was when I came and did the pod with y'all. So I was living up there my lease ended for the year I lived there, and as soon as my lease ended, I had like moved back to Eloy, and I was just like, I pretty much was like, it was like back to square one, because my car had just messed up too. Y'all seen it, the Lexus? Remember, you was like, damn, he really pulled up in a Lexus.
Yeah,
like,
you had rapped about it before.
He was like, all right, like, I respect that, you're not lying here. So I'm like, nah, I really like, yeah. So that whip had messed up on me, man, and fucking the lease just ended, and I had to get a new job, so I had went back to Eloy and shit, and you know, like I said, back to square one. So I was like, man, like, what am I gonna do? Obviously, I'm gonna, you know, try to get to the money and get to the bread, whether I gotta work or whatever, you know what I mean? But I was just like, man, what's the game plan? You know what I mean? And then my brother Jay West, man, shout out my brother Jay West, Above the Clouds. He had gave me a phone call one day and was just like, hey, bro, like, I got an opportunity to go out to New Mexico and, you know, run this little grow and this retail, like, it's gonna be a retail and a grow in one. He's like, and I could pretty much bring like a few of my people, like, if I want to, and like, would you be interested in that? And I was like, what? Like, hell yeah, bro. Like, yeah, what? Like, especially what my situation was, I was just like, what? Like, it was like a no-brainer. Like, what? You'd be stupid to say no. So, shit, before I left, man, to go to New Mexico, I did like 2 shows. The first show, both of them were like in the same month, I think. Yeah, so the first show was the Kirk O'Bang show. I had opened up for him in Casa Grande. Right. And that one was cool, man. It was a smooth little show. I didn't get to stay and, you know, watch him, but I did my shit. My peoples came out, and it was fun. It was smooth. And then, like, literally a week after that, I did the D Savage show, opened up for D Savage in the Monarch Theater. Yeah, it was at the Monarch Theater with
Big
Valley Club.
Too.
Yeah, I was with Valley Club Records. Shout out Chris Cross. Shout out Core Capital, Be the Villain. We had that motherfucker lit, man. They was going crazy. That was probably like one of the, like, latest shows I had, like for show, that one. And then yeah, right after I did that show, like literally not even a week after, I had just moved, like I dipped. And it was a big transition, man, not only because like it was my first time in the cannabis industry, but like shit, like it's a whole different state. Now I gotta find new studios, new cameraman, like it's a whole new, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, damn, like
What part of New Mexico?
Los Lunas, so it's like 25, 30 minutes away from Albuquerque. It's like literally just right there.
Okay.
So it's crazy because when I got there, it reminded me of my hometown, Eloy, because it's just one of them small towns that's just like, it's just like everybody knows each other. And it's just like, I don't know, even just, I don't know, the way it was set up too, I'm like, this kind of like my hometown. So it was cool, man. You know,
Easier transition for you, I'm sure.
Not necessarily. No? Yeah, not necessarily because, like I said, the music, man, like I had to, especially because I'm locked in with my engineer. Shout out Doozy, shout out Chris. Like those are my, like they know my sound, and not only do they know it, but they're quick. They're very efficient, very efficient. So like going to a new state and trying to find new engineers that never really heard of you before, it's just kind of like, so you got to kind of, you know, build back up again, which is no problem to me because I was like, you know what, like it was a little challenge for me. I'm like, I'm gonna just try to get as much like fans out there as I can and just try to put my face out there as much as I can. So fucking as soon as I moved out there, bro, not even like 2 months, I did a show out there in downtown Albuquerque at the Jam Spot, opened up for D Savage again on that same tour. So I was just like, you know what, I'm gonna just do it again, like fuck it. And did that one. It was all right, I ain't gonna lie, like it wasn't too crazy. AZ for sure was way more litter, but like it was cool. Like it was just interesting to see what the Albuquerque, New Mexico scene is like.
You know, completely different industry you've worked in, completely different state. But bro, like, you know, been putting out music. You got the It's Good Either Way album you dropped last year. The Humble Legend that you dropped earlier this year.
I appreciate the acknowledgement, man.
But well, again, it goes back to what I said earlier. We've just been seeing you grind in. Like, even though you've switched up and went to a completely different zone, your hustle hasn't paused in any.
I was gonna say it's pretty awesome that you like you said, going back to square one kind of.
Yeah, bro.
And then you don't even consider not doing music as an option. Like many people would just like, all right, I gotta
almost
go
mandatory.
focus on this. Yeah, you're just
I
like,
was just telling the homie the other day, like at this point, this shit is like a bill. Like even if I wanted to and get all sentimental and be like, man, I'm giving up. Like it just wouldn't happen, bro. Like and like I'm not throwing shade, but I see a few artists that be doing that, and I don't know if they do it just to get like everybody to be like, no, bro, stop. But like I just kind of find it a little bit corny because it's just like, bro, like just be like organic and just go with the flow of life. Like if it happens, it happens. If it don't, and even if it don't, if you really love this shit, like you just gonna do it. Like, and I know there's some people out there like, oh, like the love shit is cool. That sounds cool at the end of the day, but if it don't make you money, like it don't. Like, and I get that. I do. Like life happens. Like we got motherfucking like shit we gotta handle and shit, but like I don't know, man. I just really got a love for this shit, and like, you know, it's just the way shit be happening sometimes too. I just feel like it's supposed to happen. Like even if I wanted to, things just happen. Like somebody would be like, nah, bro, like I got you. Like I'll take you to the show, or I'll like just little shit like that. Even if I don't have to get like that, people would just automatically naturally be like, oh, bro, you need a ride to the show, or like what do I need to do to like? So people just like show me love, bro.
Yeah.
Like it's so crazy, bro, and it's just, and I just feel like it's just because the energy I give off. Like I don't do nobody wrong. I don't like yeah, unless they're like trying to be weird to me, I don't do nothing wrong, bro. I smoke my weed, mind my business, and I really just be in my own lane. Like, and I honestly don't even care about like this music shit, but it's just like I just like to do it. It's like, I don't know, it's like a bill hobby. I don't even know. It's just natural type.
Well, I get like a burner vibe from you too, dude. With that, like where it's just like he does music. He works with some of the biggest people in the world. He's got some great songs. He's got a whole world of side business that he's doing and stuff, but it's just like he treats it like fun, and you can hear that in the music, dude. I think I'm hearing yours too.
Yeah, I appreciate that compliment, man. Shout out Burner, man. It was dope meeting them too, man. Super dope.
The cookies,
super
Cookies,
opening,
the
right?
cookies,
Hell yeah. Yep, absolutely, man. It was so crazy how all that shit happened too, man. Like shit like that is the prime example of what I'm talking about. So basically, like, man, so I knew when the date was happening of the grand opening, but I just like didn't know if I was really able to make it, cause like the job I was working, the shop, the weed shop, you know, we were super busy harvesting all the time, and just, you know, it's the shop, so like I was like, man, I don't know if I'm able to make it. Seen I had got the day off, and I was like, ooh, like that's all I needed to see. Like that's it. That's it.
It just happened.
Yeah, that's so like, so look, so all I needed to see was the day off, and once I saw that, I'm like, okay, I can find I'm like, I don't know who, but I can make it happen. I can find someone out here, and I'm gonna just try to pull up and shoot the video and just, you know, like just bring the energy. So I hit the cameraman I had did previous videos with in New Mexico while being out there, and I was like, bro, you think you can make it on this day? Like, I really want to make this happen. Like, I let it be known how much, like, how important this was to me. I was like, bro, can you make this happen? He's like, yeah, I'm free on that day. Like, and he wanted to go as well outside of the video. So I was like, it just makes sense. So I'm like, all right, cool. So he's like, yeah, like, and he's like, hey, text me send me the girl's Instagram that you were talking to, because I was talking to one of the event planners from Cookies. Like, and that was another thing too, like being out there. Like, I just get on Instagram, bro, and I just see who's homies with who, and I just, like, see who's with who, and I just, like, try to see where I can get dialed in and just try to, like, finagle my way into the circle I'm trying to fucking, like, get into.
We're going to put a title on this little specific chapter and say, figure it the fuck out.
Just do it, Nike. 100%.
Honestly, that's literally
Like
sums
that.
up everything that you've been saying since you moved out there. Is like, square one. All right, whatever. I'm going to figure it the fuck out. I want to go to this event. I got the opportunity to go to this event based on just the right circumstances happening. Hey,
Yeah.
I need to figure it the fuck out of how I'm going to get here and how I'm going to get here.
Exactly, bro. Exactly. So, appreciate y'all, man, for real. So, I was just talking to the event planner, man, and she was like, yeah, like, because I was telling her about my homie Jay West's clothing brand and that we have a shop in Los Lunas. Like, I was like, hey, you think we can get a booth so we can pull up with our merch, the weed, whatever? Like, you think we can make something happen? She's like, send me your homie stuff. Like, I want to see his clothes. Like, let me see it. So, I sent her my homie stuff, and she was like, all right, cool. Like, didn't really get, like, too excited or say anything, so I'm like, all right, maybe they like got full or don't need like vendors, you know what I mean? So I told the homie that. He's like, all right, it's cool, but shit, like, we'll still pull up. And I'm like, because I told him about the video, and he was like, yeah, like, well, I'll pull up with you, I want to get in the video too. So I'm like, all right, let's get it. So we pull up, and I send the cameraman the event planner's Instagram, because he's like, I want to like try to see if I can get in, like, just saying I'm media, or like I'm a media person, like, I want to just see if I can, like. So I sent him
Money Reeks trick, huh?
Yeah. So I sent him the Instagram, and he was chopping it up with her, and she was pretty much like, yeah, like, as long as you have media, like, you're welcome to come in. So I get there, bro, and I'm meeting my cameraman, and we get there, and fucking, I'm like, where you at, bro? We're waiting in line, like the other people, like, waiting in the big ass line, bro.
Yeah.
Burner has it wrapped around the whole motherfucking block, and then when we got in that big ass line that was on the block, and I was just like, fuck it, if we gonna wait here, we gonna wait here. I'm gonna do whatever it takes to make it happen. So my homie was right there. He was already in before us, because he got there before us, and he was in there, man. He called me on fucking Instagram, and he was like, hey, bro, like, where you guys at? I'm trying to look for you guys. And I'm like, we're right here in this big ass line. And he finally finds us. He just goes like that. So we go over there, and then he's like, throw this on. It's just literally a fucking lanyard with nothing on it. It's just a lanyard with like nothing on it. He's like, throw this on, and you're good. Like, they're not gonna tell you nothing.
Not even a badge.
So I'm like, all right, it's like a Weed Maps fucking lanyard. I throw it on. I bring Jay West with me. And then her name's Julia. Shout out Julia from Albuquerque, man. Shout out her, man. She really made this shit happen too. But she comes and she's with my cameraman. And my cameraman's like, yeah, like, they're with me too, basically. And she was like, oh, okay, like, you guys could just chill in the building, like, before the people come in. So I'm like, I'm literally one of the first people in the Cookies building, like, before it opened up. Damn. I literally watched the first person walk in and make the purchase. And that person was waiting out there for like 3 nights. Like,
oh my God.
Because
That's
people
insane.
camped out to just be like, Burner has a real big coat.
Yeah.
He has not off, like,
nuts.
off the weed though.
That's
Not
like
even
Apple,
music,
dude.
off the weed.
Yeah.
And the like, it's all together, honestly, but like the cult is insane. So I'm like, man, he has people camping out like 3 days prior to the fucking event happening. Like, it's crazy. So I was in there chilling, shooting the scenes I can, and interviewing bud tenders, like, because like, not only was I trying to do the video, but I wanted me a little weed vlog of the fucking grand opening. Like, I'm a big weed fan. Like, I was just like on some weed, like, snob shit, weed culture shit. I was like, I want to make a little quick video of me just interviewing the bud tenders and everyone who works here. Like, I want to see everyone's reaction. So fucking was just going around doing that. This is crazy right here. So right before they're about to cut the ribbon for the grand opening, my cameraman looks at me. He's like, bro, come on. Like, he's looking at me like, hurry up. And I'm like, oh shit, like, what was going on? He's like, we're gonna sneak in here. Put your leg over this fucking, because there's like a little chain right there covering the fucking stairs. Put the little leg over it. And I'm small, you feel me? I'm short, I'm like 5 foot, you feel me? So like, I can get in there easy. So I snuck in there, and I went back into the building, because I was going in and out, so I didn't know if they was gonna let me right there, like, with Burner when they was gonna cut the fucking robe, or the ribbon. So I was like, fuck it, we got in there, and I was literally like fucking right behind bro, like when he was cutting the ribbon.
Wow.
And just because I did that little
Yeah,
move, like
snuck
sneaking
in
in there. And then, but we had left my homie Jay, not behind, but he's kind of tall too. He's super big, so he wasn't
More
able to move as quick as us.
Right.
Yeah.
Conspicuous,
So he had waited outside, but he was still kind of by us. And fucking, we got in there. He's like, how'd y'all get in there? Like, what the fuck? I was late, bro. I'm like, bro, Advance, shout out Advance Media. He was like, I was like, Advance told me to move quick, bro. My bad. Like, I was even
sometimes.
Right.
Yeah, I was even like not ready. He was like, all right, cool. So we're right there. They cut the ribbon, and then everybody goes crazy. And then I get back out there, and my homie Jay West is like, oh yeah, I already got a picture with him. I'm like, damn, because I haven't got my picture yet. So I'm like, damn. I'm like, well, I guess you coming in, it wasn't really like a big deal. I'm like, but yeah, bro, it was just super cool, man. Like, it was just super vibey. When I got my picture with him, I told him straight up. I was like, hey, bro, like, I just shot a video outside your facility. I was like, I'm a young Mexican cat from AZ, just trying to get it in, just trying to do my shit, you know? He was like, okay, hell yeah. He was like, shit, what'd you grab in there, like, inside the shop? I was like, shit. I was like, I grabbed some of that Mexican flan and the Erykah Badu. He was like, okay. Like, that's a good selection. He was like, the Mexican flan's my favorite. He was like, hell yeah. And I was like, yeah, bro. Like, and then just kept it moving, took the picture, shook him up, and then just kept it moving, bro. And then chopped it up with Stingy. Shout out Stingy. Shout out Young Chowder. That's all his peoples from the Cookie Camp. You know what I mean? And yeah, man, that shit was like, the way everything just happened was like crazy. It was just like meant to happen type shit. So shout out Burner, shout out Cookies Albuquerque too. And everybody that works over there. Yeah.
Shout out Mexican flan, dude. It really is. That's an underappreciated dessert in the world, dude.
All I'm gonna say is,
everyone's talking about tres leches, dude.
All I'm gonna say is smoke it, and you gonna find out.
Hey,
smoke it.
Real quick, Eli. Eli's on the live, and shout out Reggie Rax. Not that I was peeping, but I was peeping.
No, you're good, bro. This is what this is for.
So that's dope. So Eli too. So another thing, and you know, I don't know how deep you want to get into this, but
I'm open.
I'm assuming in your transition, right, you've maybe come across certain individuals, certain relationships, certain business partnerships that maybe didn't work out.
For sure.
Pan
Absolutely,
out.
100%.
Talk to us about some of those experiences and what like that was like for you.
What necessarily, like, it, like, just in general, or
right, just what you've learned, right? So I mean, you went from, like I said, we saw you perform at the tattoo shop. You're doing these shows now. I'm sure there's been opportunities that have been presented to you that may have been advantageous for you, or you know, possible ways to make more money. So I'm sure you've worked with people that relationships may or may not have worked out, if that makes sense.
No, for sure, 100%, man. Yeah, I mean, one of the first really situations I really ran into early, like, doing this shit was there's this producer I was working with back in Casa Grande, and we was going crazy, bro. We did like 2 tapes, you know what I mean? Fucking basically, like, bro had went through some shit where basically, like, you know, his whole fucking crib got hit and shit, and fucking, like, he was basically tripping on me, like, well, you don't fucking pay me for studio time and beats anyway, so, like, I need whatever you got type shit. And I ain't gonna lie, like, we had some business going on, and there was some bread I had owed him, but I had paid him most of that bread back, and it was probably like I was short by like $20 or some shit. And he was like, and business is business, you feel me? Don't get me wrong, right. Regardless, if I owe you $20, I owe you $20, you feel me? Yeah, but like, I had just went through some shit too. Like, my mom had just got locked up and shit, and like, I was going through some shit myself as well. And I had just told him, like, yeah, I got you, bro. Like, I'll do whatever I need to do. But, like, it just felt like bro was just trying to, like, hustle me and get any bread he could get, more than what I had owed him, like, just already. Because I had just owed him that little small fee, and he was just like, whoa. He brought up the studio, the beats and the studio time or whatever. And he was the engineer and the producer. Don't get me wrong. Like, shout out him. Okay. But, like, I just felt like we was building something together. I felt like we was, like, working towards that and building something. And I guess that wasn't what it was. But shout out, bro. Shout out Filthy Rags. You feel me? I think he cuts hair now. So, like, and it's not even beef. It just didn't work out. And I felt like it was just, like, shit from, like, a long time ago when we was younger. Because we're all older now. So I feel like it could really get worked out. Because we got mutual friends. But it's not nothing like, oh, I hate you, bro. When I see you, I'm going to beat you up. Like, nah, it just didn't work out.
Well, and I think it's important to talk about that, because as, you know, young people are trying to make a career out of this and try to have this be full time, you're going to experience those types of things. So,
for
like,
sure.
What to look out for, you know, what types of people maybe give you
for
opportunities
sure.
that sound good, but if it sounds too good, sometimes it's like,
Yeah.
What I would say, man, is just like pay attention to the actions and like the emotions and the energy, cause like you gonna know when somebody really like fucking with you and really like there for you. Like I don't know, man. It's like it's deniable. Like I said, people will do shit to like just help you out on their own, and you don't even ask. Like, some people will be like, "Hey, bro, you need a ride to the show. You need this and that." And when you run into those people, you want to keep those people around. You definitely want to stay cautious and like keep an open eye, because you never know. You feel me? But it just happened, like, bro, and like people will expose themselves too. Sometimes you don't even gotta do anything. You see something, and you're like, oh yeah, like
People will tell you exactly who they are.
They do certain things, even if it's not to you. He may act weird towards somebody else, and you see it. Not like somebody told you, but you're at a party or something, and you seen him, but he comes to you all cool, and it's like, why is he addicted to him, but cool to me? Like, you gotta notice little shit like that. It's just kind of like common sense. But
Doesn't put his shopping cart back at Walmart, dude. Park their car.
those people out there.
It's like,
there are those people.
scumbag, dude.
Dirtbag, you're not doing that.
But yeah, just like I would just say little things like that. But that was like one of the first situations I ran into. And then I mean, honestly, bro, like I'm a real person. I'm very upfront. So even if something isn't right, it like cuts itself off early. So that was just one of the real early situations I ran into. And other than that, I haven't really ran into like nothing else. But like maybe there'll be some times where like I'll work with an artist and like maybe they lose the motivation and they're going through life and they'll back out. And that's cool. There's no problem with that. We're fucking human at the end of the day. So it's like, it happens. So like maybe something like that will happen. But as far as like, fuck him and this and that, like not really too crazy. That was probably like one of the only situations I could really think of. And then like, I don't know, but just in general though, artists like in this game, bro, like people will say they fuck with you and people will say like, they support you and this and that. But like I said, you gotta pay attention to the actions. And when I say actions, like commenting on shit, buying shit, fucking doing shit out their way, like taking time out your day to come pull up and see me. Like I pay attention to shit like that.
Yeah.
I pay attention to like if you're there for me in a certain situation, or even if I'm not in a certain situation, just like I said, how people just come and be like, bro, you need a ride to the show, or like you need to do this, like you need to hold some bread, like you need to, like people just come naturally. And I just feel like it's a blessing, man. And it's just the vibes I give off, like respectfully and humbly. I ain't trying to be like cocky or nothing, but I just want to be cool at the end of the day, man. I feel like people respect that shit, and you can't hate that shit at the end of the day. You can like hate on someone all you want, do whatever, but if you see they just hella chill and cool, you can't hate on that, bro. Like,
it's like the Wiz Khalifa approach. Who's he really beefing
bro,
with,
like
dude?
this,
His
whole career,
Right.
you can't name no weird gossip TMZ
No,
moment.
dude,
The only thing they could probably pull up was the Kanye shit, but it's just because Kanye thought he was
Rose and exactly. That was a big headline.
Yeah, he just tweeted something about KK, and he was talking about his weed, and Kanye was like, "Are you talking about Kim Kardashian?" And then they just had a little misunderstanding. But other than that, you don't hear Wiz and shit. You don't hear Burner getting into shit. You don't hear Currency getting into nothing. Like, you know what I'm saying? So like those are the goats I look up to. So like that's the energy I feed off of, and that's just what I try to give off. So shout out to those cats, man. And I'm just really on some chill hippie shit, man. For real, I just want to smoke weed, have fun, and just live life until I can no more. You know what I'm saying?
That's awesome. All right, but speaking of beef, I'm curious. I'm sure the people are curious. Which team are you on right now? As it stands on what are we on, the third?
We're in second round, I think.
Yeah,
Second round.
On the second round. I guess you
Closing
dropped one
third
today.
round.
Yeah, closing.
Yep.
2.5. Where are you at?
This is 1.5 because this is my second one right here. So, yeah. Wait. We talking about beers or what we talking about?
No. I'm talking about beef, dude. I'm talking about where you, Kendrick or Drake? Which team are you on?
You know what I'm gonna say. I
don't. I honestly don't. I don't.
It's Team Kendrick, baby. Come on. It's Team Kendrick, baby. Like, I don't know, man. I can't. And we don't know this. I mean, I guess we kind of do, but we don't at the same time, but we do. But Drake don't write his own shit, brother. Come on. At the end of the day, we all know that.
I don't think at all he writes his own shit. Like
come on. I can't respect that.
Not at all?
I can't.
Yeah.
I know you got a nice voice. I know you got a nice flow. He's top 3 flows. I'm not gonna lie. He's up there. Like, makes great songs. Makes fucking immaculate songs from the. And like, I'm not gonna take away the hip hop shit away from him either, because I know a lot of people try to categorize him like he's pop, bro. He makes Ross Marshall's music, like da da da. Which is true. Which is true.
That's a crazy bird, dude.
Which is true.
I haven't heard that.
But he has let's be real. He has rap shit too, bro. He may not necessarily do that now, but he has rap shit. He's
Question.
5 a.m. in Toronto.
Go ahead. If you're at a party.
Name five Kendrick songs that you would put on at a party, and 5 Drake songs you put
Bro,
on. Bro,
number one is definitely swimming pools.
Yeah, that's what I said earlier. That's what I said
like,
earlier.
what? You're dumb.
Okay, what's number 2 then?
Bitch, Don't Kill My Vibe.
Yep.
Poetic Justice with Drake.
Hold on. I don't know about Poetic Justice at a party. I'm
gonna pick a different song.
I'm picking a booth replay on
just
that.
Just because that's with Drake.
I would say Damn and Humble would probably be up there. Right?
Humble's up there.
Money Trees.
Which one's that one where it's like, yeah.
Man down.
Yeah, that one fucking turns the fucking place up.
Shit, why do we know that?
And
Backseat Freestyle would work too.
Yeah, what? Come on.
Backseat Freestyle goes hard.
And Money Trees, just because it's so vibey and real, like
Money
it's so
Trees.
real, like come on, it's real. And then Drake, let's see.
At a Currency party, dude, for sure.
Which is funny. That's all on one album.
Yeah, it is. Huh? That was a great album.
That's on his second album on
Drake.
Good Kid, Mad City.
That's crazy you're thinking about this. I'm not trying to sound like a fanboy, but that's crazy.
Because
dude.
you play Drake when a shorty comes over. You don't really play Drake when y'all lit in that motherfucker. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Lie.
If you're in that vibe, you're playing like shit with him in Future or like motherfucking like
damn, okay.
Y'all name something
Future
and I'll say
good.
if it's up there.
If you do subtract all the Future.
Well, and then, I mean, he just did the album at 21. There's a lot of bangers on there. We were at the concert.
He wrote 21 stuff, though.
Oh, wait, what did you just say?
He wrote 21 stuff on that album. That's what I heard.
Okay.
We don't, that's what I'm saying. I'm not going to, like, don't quote me, but what I'm hearing is he wrote 21 shit.
That's what he meant by 21. Can you do something for me?
Oh, my God.
Can you rap
That's
these lyrics
funny.
for me?
That's funny.
Oh, my God. That's crazy. That was smooth, though.
All right, so let's...
Team Kendrick.
Getting back to the music, though.
That Euphoria is hard, too. He fucked him up. I'm sorry.
Yeah, we listened to Euphoria today. We haven't listened to the new one.
I haven't either.
But Humble Legend. There was a few, maybe even a couple of few on that I want to talk about. I played Homer Simpson.
Okay, about my dough like Homer Simpson, dude.
About my dough.
That one seemed different.
You think so?
Well, listening to the entire album, I felt like that one was like, it was a mix of a bop, but like I feel like you were intentional with that one. Like you knew what you were doing when you were creating it. Am I wrong in saying that? Or
For sure. I wanted to do more West Coast and LA beats. That's what I wanted to do. You know, as everybody knows, I like Wiz is one of my number ones. I look up to Wiz. So he had dropped a project called Sia. And that was like, you know, the majority of that shit was like West Coast, LA beats. So like really Sia inspired me to do the Humble Legend. And then, you know, I'm a big fan of like Ralphie too. So like, you know, I already fuck with the whole Ralphie LA, like, you know, Money Sign Sway, Bravo type of like wave. So I was like, why don't I just do an LA beat? And I kind of get good reactions off LA beats and like West Coast beats. So I was like, let me just put a whole tape of just strictly like fucking West Coast LA beats and let me just see like what it does. And you know, there was a cool crowd of people that fucked with the West Coast LA beats. So that's all that was. I just wanted to try something different for the one time and give them some West Coast LA feel. And yeah, that's it. I might, and even previous of this, like besides this project, outside this project, I got West Coast songs like too. So it was just something I felt like I needed to do. It was like overdue. I wanted to do it, you know.
That YIG was a bang.
You think so?
Oh yeah, that shit was a bang.
Yeah, appreciate that shit, man. That was I just kind of got like a you know, like I said, the LA Ralphie type of feel, and that was what that was, man. Shout out J.I. produced it, man. He showed love on the beats too, man. He produces a lot of Ralphie and the Sting Team shit and Bravo shit. So it was cool that he just tapped in with me and worked with me and was like, yeah, bro, like, excuse me, I see you doing your thing. Like, I'll work with you on the beats, like, whatever. Like, I'm not tripping. And even, like, when I dropped the songs and was just posting pictures to him, like, because sometimes I'll post a picture to my song just to do a cool little, like, promo or whatever. And he would comment on it, like, fire, like, you know, like, see the movement and shit. So shout out Jay, I produced it, man. And, yeah, that was just what that vibe was all about. That was that whole vibe. So I appreciate y'all, man, for the acknowledgement, for real.
Okay, you mentioned Homer Simpson. Top 3 cartoon characters, any genre. It could be like kids cartoon, adult cartoon. What's your top 3?
Number 1, Bart Simpson, for sure.
Bart Simpson,
Number 1,
okay.
Number 1. Number 2, You know what's crazy? I don't even like a lot of like some of the older adult cartoons because they're kind of like it's crazy.
Like Ren and Stimpy type stuff,
like the Family Guys and American Dads and like shit. Like
American Dad,
like
Family
Guy.
Guy.
It's crazy
Family
because
Guy's got some classics.
when I was younger, I would just see that shit and just kind of laugh at a little bit of everything. But you're a kid, you're kind of gonna do that. And as I got older and would go over the episodes, I'm like, bro, these shits are like so corny. Like, what would they be talking about?
I watch a lot more South Park than I do.
South Park, shout out South Park. South Park, I was watching that a lot when I was young, and like that's probably when I go over it and I'm like, okay, like
they're still
cool.
Firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, it's not too crazy.
Relevant topic.
I like to watch what's that cartoon with the fucking French fries and the soda drink and the guy in the fucking tank top? Like
Futurama?
No. It's
I know what you're talking
about.
It was the little
meatball.
Yeah,
the
it was the one
talking.
before Rick and Morty got popular.
Yeah, because that's that same wave.
Same
That's
wave.
that. Yeah.
What was that one?
So that's
I gotta look it up. Drew's probably looking it up.
My homie knows it right off his head.
Is it
too,
Aqua
but
Teen
shout out-
Hunger Force?
Yes. I used to watch
show's
that
funny.
shit a lot when I was younger. I fuck with that show.
Did you fuck with Courage the Cowardly Dog when you were younger, dude? Did you ever watch that on
that's
Cartoon
the
Network?
with the white dog.
Before his time.
That
I
was.
think.
With
Yeah,
the
that
white
was
dog.
before his
though?
time, yeah.
It was like a pink dog.
Not to make us feel old, but
And he's
yeah,
always
before
like
his time.
screaming and shit.
Stupid dog, yeah.
Oh no, I don't think so. No, I don't think so. But yeah, I'm more of a fan of.
They don't know nothing about
I'm
Rocket
feeling
Power,
like
dude.
Mr. Rogers.
Hey, I was born in 01, so anything after that, I know
Crazy,
after
dude.
that.
Yeah,
So.
wow, Rocket Power not being a part of your life, dude. That's
Youngin, you know what I mean?
Damn, you made me feel old as hell.
Yeah,
Hey, only
but
22,
you hit us
man.
with like, what'd you guys know about Zach and Cody, dude? The sweet life, dude.
Zach
shit.
and Cody. Zach and Cody's
Drew, what you
crazy.
got for Eli?
Man, honestly, like when you moved out there, was there a change of like taste in music for you, or was it always? Did you keep it the same from like from what you heard in your surroundings? I know that heavily influences the music that you make. Do you feel like you started going in a different direction of music because of the movement, or do you just feel like mentally you know where you're at, you know the type of music you need to make?
That's a good ass question, bro. I feel like just mentally, I already know what I like already and what direction I know where I want to go and shit.
Mm-hmm.
And no, I don't think it took a toll on me, man. But everywhere I go, I'm real sensitive to everything around me, bro. And I like scan everything. Like, what are they playing in this state? What are they playing in this city? Who's showing up the most to this artist shows? Like, what artist is coming through? How's their show doing? Like, I've noticed, I pay attention to like every little fucking detail. So even the little details people may not think, I pay attention to that shit. Even outside of music, just me as a person, I feel like that's why it's not so hard for me to like run into situations like that, because I just scan people off shit they do. I'm like, oh yeah, he's that kind of person, or he's cool, or like, you know, shit like that. So nah, it didn't take too much of a toll on like what type of music I make or anything.
Eli Bands, PhD in consumer behavior.
Dude, that's crazy. You just have a thirst for knowledge, dude. Like, you just want to learn about it.
For
sure.
sure,
You have a
for
natural
sure.
curiosity, dude.
I'm
That's
human,
like,
man.
It's one of the best. Yeah, but like, I feel there's a lot of humans without that too.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like they're just like, yo, this is my lane and this is all I can manage. And you have a hunger for more. That's awesome.
For sure, I appreciate that, bro. For real, that's love.
I think one of the
you
things I
mentioned-
love about you is you're very unselfish of a good time.
For sure, bro. Like, man, energy's a big thing to me, bro. So it's like, and then like we not promised to live forever on here. So it's like, bro, in this light, like, honestly, nobody knows what happens after death, and I ain't even trying to get all weird and deep into that shit. But nobody knows what happens. Nobody knows what happens after that shit.
Dom and I fuck with those NDE documentaries.
Yeah,
Watch
yeah,
them all.
for sure.
Watch them all.
It's something cool to watch. It's something cool to watch. You know what I'm saying? But nobody knows what happens after that shit. So all we know is in this little stage or this little fucking phase of life, we just gotta have as much as of a good time as we can, man. Cause like, even if we don't come back in another fucking world or another lifetime or whatever, like, if this is all we got, I'm gonna take advantage, bro. Like, you feel me? Like, even if I just got fucked up right now before I came over here, I'm just like, fuck it. Like, at least I get to do this pod. You feel me? Like, you just gotta, you know, be grateful for shit. I'm real big on that shit. So, you know, you just gotta live it up. Live it up, man. Be happy.
Well, Eli, speaking of that, man, yeah, first off, well said. One question I have for you, man, is obviously, I mean, episode 16, as I just talked about, but bro, not only have we kept up with you in your career, but I feel like you've done the same with us.
Yes, bro.
And we've been meaning to make this happen here, but you know, why would you say it's important to come on our platform and help kind of keep us growing? Like, what is it, you know, you say?
Oh, man, I feel like even if you're not from Arizona, because I was going to say if you're from Arizona, but if you're, like, just an artist in general and you're around this area, I feel like it would be good to come on here because, like, not only are you guys just dope and bring a cool vibe, but, like, it's exposure at the end of the day, bro. And you guys are for the culture. You guys are really for the culture. I will say that right now.
Appreciate that,
Anybody that's going to try to say, oh, Within Ranges interviews whoever they want, and maybe they do that, and maybe they paying attention to certain artists, but work for it, bro. You gotta work for it. Maybe they'll fuck with you. Pull up on them one time. You know what I'm saying? Everything's not easy, bro. Like, if it was easy, everybody would do everything. You know what I'm saying? Everybody would be doing it. So nothing's not easy. But I would just say it's exposure, man. You guys are dope. You guys are cool. And yeah, man, like, you guys had dope people on here. So to get added onto the channel would just be dope and exposure. And it's a cool vibe, man. I fuck with y'all.
Appreciate that.
Yeah.
We're glad we got you on video this time, dude.
Like I said, you deserve your flowers, bro.
Yeah.
That's why I wanted you back. But you mentioned also, too, this artist earlier, man. But how did you pull off that Currency feature, bro?
Oh, man, I'm not even gonna sit here and be like, oh yeah, bro, he tapped in with me, DM me, like that would be cool. It's coming one day. No, shout out to Currency, man. That was my manifestation little move right there for sure. But basically there's this producer out of LA, and he was doing this little like challenge and this little like partnership with Currency. Shout out DJ Flip. His name's DJ Flip. Excuse me, Modelo time. But yeah, he was doing this little partnership with Currency. They had posted this video on Instagram, and they were with each other. And DJ Flip was basically like, "Yeah, man, you need that feature. Like, tap in with me, man. Like, I'm working with everybody. And you just gotta press this link right here if you want it. I produced the beat. The beat's already covered. Currency's gonna put his shit on there, and you're good. Just tap this link and follow more for details." So I'm like, all right, whatever. Like, shit. Like, the way I saw it was like, this is a challenge. Like, of course he's gonna send the same verse to everybody, and it's business. It's business at the end of the day. But who's gonna get on it the hardest? Who's gonna fuck that shit up? Like, you know what I'm saying? So I got motivated. I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna kill this shit. Like, I'm gonna try to fucking kill it so much to the point where he fucking notices me. So I was like, you know what? It's a hit or miss. Like, if I miss, I miss, whatever. If I hit, I hit. Like, it was just whatever. Fuck it. A try don't hurt.
Like blackjack, right?
A try don't never hurt, bro. A try does not never hurt. If you're really passionate about something, a try never hurts, bro. Like, trust me. I learned that shit growing up, but I was like, whatever. I clicked the link. You go to the link, and it just basically tells you, like, it gives you a bunch of options. So, like, you can pick a different beat. You can swap out the beat for like a certain price, or you can get like you can get his stems, but that's like more like expensive, I think. Or you can just
stuff
get,
he's already recorded. Right?
Yeah,
like,
and you can get like a basic fucking like you can get a basic recording with a beat you like. So there's like 3 different versions.
Just pay for a currency.
That's a hustle that they're running.
Yeah,
bro. My homie was
Drew
tripping.
Knows about all this.
My homie was tripping on it. He's like, bro, we didn't have this back in the day.
That's crazy.
Like, what the
dude.
fuck?
Damn,
like, you guys got it good. I'm like, yeah, this shit's crazy, and it's legit too. Like, they send you the paperwork and the everything, so you get the rights and fucking make sure you're good. It don't
with
get
the
taken
DocuSign, dude.
Yeah, I had. This is my first time signing shit. I was like, damn.
I'll tell you what. Unspoken thing in the modern age, dude. That first time you got to do a DocuSign as an adult, dude. That shit's crazy, bro.
That's some
tripping.
different shit, dude. I was tripping. I was like, bro, how do I do this? Because the first time I uploaded the song, it got taken down. I'm like, bro, I paid for this. Like, why is it? And they're like, you got to sign this document and you got to do all this. And I'm like, oh, this is like a legit like
thing.
This is business shit. Okay,
Yeah.
Facts.
So I had to sign a document. I had to fucking get it cleared, fucking all types of shit. So you can pick one with the hook in a verse or just a verse. And it was just a different beats. And you pick the one that you feel like you vibe most to with the beat on it already. So I picked the one I felt like I fucked with. There's like 4 different beats you could pick with the verse on it. I picked the one I like. And I just put it out. And yeah, that's pretty much how that whole shit happened, man. I did a little Cash App giveaway. Like, hey, man, like, tag Spitta. All you gotta do is tag them, mention them in my story, and like the post, I think, and I'll do a $75 giveaway. I'll do a little spin off or whatever, and the people is going crazy, man. So It didn't happen. I didn't catch Currency's attention, but like I said, try never hurts. So we gonna keep this shit mashing, man. And that was the manifestation right there. And we gonna make it happen soon, man. It's coming.
You caught Wiz's attention on Twitter before, though, right? That was crazy.
You went there. That was a smooth transition. That was hard. This is why I fuck with these cats, man. They super cool. And you too. I am forgetting about you, bro.
Yeah, that was a moment. I remember that. That was a dope,
what, bro?
Day.
Oh my God, bro. Like I was in my apartment. Yeah, I was in my apartment, bro. The one I was telling you I was living in for a year. And man, I was just going to the dispensary, just a regular day, I think I was getting like some wax or some shit, a little pen, pot or whatever. And then just
mixture of shit.
Yeah, just some shit, whatever. Going to the dispo.
Benjamin Franklin, dude.
Going to the dispo, whatever. And
Benjamin
then I'm supposed to meet the homie at the crib because we're about to cook up some beats and shit. Shout out Prod Nando. He said a mixture.
He said Benjamin Button over here. I heard that shit. I was like, Benjamin Button? That's hard.
Oh,
it makes you younger.
No, you good. You good.
Keeps you young, dude.
Benjamin Button's fucking good, dude.
That's crazy. Nah, I feel the vibes though. But nah, but the homie was over there already waiting on me and shit because we were supposed to cook up some beats and shit, and he's just waiting on me and shit. So I just left the dispo, about to head back to the crib. As soon as I get to the crib, we start cooking up and just just getting to it, not thinking of anything, and well, actually, before I even say that part, I was just at work one day and I see Wiz post this little video and he's like, yeah, I'm doing this challenge on TikTok. Whoever can spit the hardest verse or a little whatever to it, like I'm gonna post it. I'm gonna fuck whatever. I feel like it's my favorite. I'm gonna post it, whatever. As soon as I saw that shit, bro, I was at work. I was like, what? Like, I'm doing that shit as soon as I get home. Like, as soon as I fucking get off, I'm gonna take a shower, get fresh, do whatever I gotta do.
The goal was set, dude.
Yeah, like I was like, what? I was determined. I was like, I'm killing this shit. The same way I fucking treated the Currency shit. That's how I kind of saw. I was like, I'm gonna be the hardest one. Like, fuck it. So I was like, all right. I just waited till I got off work, got to the crib, got ready and shit. Did the little video, and it was off the dome too. Like it was off the dome. It took me like 5 fucking takes.
With the old AirPod mic, right? Too. Like
it was the regular headphones.
Yeah,
I like the wire headphones. I don't like AirPods. I don't like AirPods.
That's what I loved about it. It was the regular. Yeah, the air. Yeah.
I lose the fucking AirPods too easy, so I like the wire, and it has the mic. You feel me? You can't go wrong with the mic. So shit, I did that shit real quick. Took me like 6 times. I fucked up like 5 times, and I finally got it. And once I heard it and like played it a few times, listened to it, I was like, okay, this one's good. Posted it, fucking tagged them, and then I posted on Instagram like, hey, whoever fucks with me or supports me, like I need y'all to tag this man in this post, like flood the comments at Wiz Khalifa, at Wiz Khalifa. Like I was just like, please, like if like I was just like, I need to make this shit happen.
I think we have even thrown the comments on there.
Yeah, you guys always fucking comment on my shit, so I appreciate y'all, man, for real. But yeah, I did that and just put the phone away. Not like on some, oh, I didn't know it was gonna happen or I didn't think of anything, but I just put it away and it was just like, all right, whatever happens, happens. And so I came back from the dispo, met my homie, we started making beats, and then boom, I get this DM on Twitter from my homie, and it says like, mentioned you in a post from Wiz Khalifa. So I'm like, the fuck is this? I opened it, and then it was my video, and I was like, what the fuck? I dropped to the floor, bro. I was like, what the fuck? I literally said, what the fuck, bro? Like I yelled out loud, and my cousin was in the other room, like, bro, what's going on? Like who? Like somebody passed away? Who passed away? Like why you like talking crazy? I'm like, bro, look. I literally go up to him. I'm like, bro, look. And he's like, oh shit. He dapped me up right away. He's like, bro, like what? We in, like we lit. And I'm like, bro, this crazy. I'm like, this is all I ever wanted was just the acknowledgement since like fucking 10 years old. So I was like, this is crazy. Like, and so I go through the fuck, you know me, I'm gonna go to the feedback, the comments, what they're saying and shit. Everybody's in there like, oh, like you got fire ass fans like that spit crazy. Like they go hard. This kid's going hard. He's killing it. This and that. And then I read one comment that was like, sounds like Mac Miller, and then everybody else was like, sounds like Mac Miller, sounds like Mac Miller. I'm just I'm not trying to put myself up there because he's fucking great. You feel me?
You're the humble legend,
like,
dude.
But like, yeah, I'll take the compliments, especially a Mac Miller compliment. Like, what? He's definitely
not a bad compliment at all. Actually.
He's definitely influenced though. He's definitely like influential to me. Like what? Absolutely. Like yeah. So I was just like tripping off that shit, and then he kept reposting. Like he would retweet people's reactions to that shit.
So Eli, bro, this has been, I mean, we've been waiting for this to happen.
Mm-hmm.
We were waiting for your journey to be told from when we last met with you, bro. You're grinding like no other, bro. Listen, we keep up with who's who. We think in Phoenix and who's doing what.
Yeah.
Your hard work is evident. It's out there. You're networking. You're doing all the things you need to do. Tell the people like what's coming up and what they can look forward to.
Yeah, man, just like, more music. I definitely want to get more heavy and more crazy into the merch. So that's definitely gonna come, and when it comes, it's gonna be way harder than the last shit I dropped, because I only dropped like one drop, which was with my homie, but it's gonna be way harder, more merch, more more shows for sure, more crazy features possibly, and yeah, man, just more fucking content and more hustling and more motherfucking action. So yeah, man, and whatever the future holds, man, whatever life lets me do. So yeah, man, more shit, we here.
Well, you're not afraid to take opportunities, bro, and that's why we had to have you back on. You deserve this. We didn't have video for you last time. We've since upgraded some equipment, if you might have noticed.
You good. We gotta elevate, man. Life's always about growing, you know what I'm saying? So we gotta grow, man. We gotta elevate.
All right. Hey, you heard it here, Eli Bands. Appreciate you coming through, my guy.
You, bro,
for sure. Real, bro.
It's love all the time, man. If you ain't here, where the fuck you at, man? Within range. Put your work in too if you got to, man. Yee! That was hard.
Hey, last time when you saw the stacks in my house, you hit the Yaheen on the video, dude. Can you hit that one? Can you hit the Yaheen one time for us?
That's
bro?
what I said, Yaheen.
Yeah, because dude, I remember I showed the wife. I even showed the wife. I was like, look, Eli like took a picture of the snacks we left. He was like, they got the Yaheen. I was like,
we still say that, dude. We say that to this day, dude. So they're like, if I come over to Dom's place and he's got a spread, I'm like, yo, you got the Yaheen.
Yeah, man. You feel me? That was that same shit I was talking about with the chili bowl shit too, man. Yaheen. You know what I mean? Got that bust down, woo wop. Yeah. You know what I mean, man? Got that woo wop. That knock him out his chest. Yeah.